Some Mira Mesa property owners are receiving federal notices that their homes are sitting on a former defense site and that military munitions could be present.
The letters from the Army Corps of Engineers were received this past weekend, highlighting a small section of Mira Mesa, but some people living in that area say they received a similar notification more than 15 years ago.
CBS News 8's Brandon Lewis is live in Mira Mesa with what he's learning tonight. Brandon?
At Carlo and Barberley, the Army Corps of Engineers says this might be an update to a project that was completed years ago. They are still working to get that determination for us. Meanwhile, some homeowners said it reminded them of one that was done many years ago as well. But other homeowners tell us they got quite the surprise when they opened their mailbox.
First, I was really concerned, but she calmed me down to say, you know, this has been around forever.
Tracy Holcroft and her mother-in-law are among several neighbors who received this letter from the Army Corps of Engineers. It warns military munitions may be present on or near your property. An attached pamphlet shows a picture of this practice bomb.
So I'll watch for it, but I've never heard anybody around here looking for it.
Decades ago, her home was once part of the Linda Vista Valley Auxiliary Landing Field. It earned the nickname of Hourglass Fields because of its shape, a name that lives on in a nearby children's park. The Navy once used the area nearby for target practice. Longtime residents like John Wyatt say they were notified years ago when the map showed they lived in a potentially hazardous area.
To build the house, they had to bulldoze it down. It was a bit of a hill. So had it been buried here, they would have found it then.
Hourglass Fields closed after World War II. Miramar College built its campus on the land and continues to undergo construction. A spokesperson says they did not receive notification in the most recent mailing from the Army. Also included with the cautionary boundaries is Walker Elementary School and Wangenheim Middle School. The Army says any munitions will likely remain below the ground, but there is the potential for them to surface. For some residents, it's reminiscent of a 1984 incident in Tierra Santa where two 8-year-old boys were killed by an anti-tank round. The Army Corps of Engineers conducted several sweeps of the area and removed munitions left over from Camp Elliott. The Corps says in its pamphlet it does not plan to conduct sweeps in Mira Mesa. Holcroft says she's relying on an extra precaution to keep her safe.
They also have a brindle shepherd. And the brindle shepherd is the Marines that walk the dogs to sniff out bombs, and he's never sniffed out one.
Neither Miramar College nor any of the schools in the area say they've received a notice from the Army so far. The Army Corps of Engineers tells us tonight they are still working to tell us how many homeowners were actually received this letter in the mail. They will get back to us, of course. We will continue to keep you up to date. We'll go ahead and send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Brandon.